Hey guys, it's Johnny from Connecticut. Just want to say I had somewhat um, nervous reaction today to obtaining a MRI, which is technically known as a magnetic resonance imaging machine, which uses radio waves and different types of sound to align your water or your cells in your body. I guess your positive, negative cells. Well, regardless, it creates a lot of noise, and just want to give you guys some tips for first time folks that maybe if you're a little bit on the nervous side, um, you might want to contact your doctor to give you a what do they call those? Not laxative, but something to relax with. Um, might want to give you a pill or two to relax because the whole process takes for my shoulder 30 minutes, and it was unnerving. That's the word I was trying to come up with, and I really did not like the experience. Basically, you check into the hospital, you register at the same time. You register, then they send you to a second place to the radiology department, and then you kind of like show them your wristband that they put around your thing to verify your name and your birth date, and then they actually send you to the MRI room where they verify who you are again and fill out the same forms that they questioned you over the phone with to make sure you don't have any piercings, you're not wearing any jewelry. It's a difficult word to say. You don't have any pacemakers, anything, any foreign metal objects in you, any past surgeries that may have left screws or whatever nuts in your body. You better let them know, because you may not be able to go in to actually get the MRI because it's based on this magnet as well, and it'll mess up the results and you could get injured as well because there's a huge magnet in this machine. That's apparently what part of what makes all these noises apparently. So basically the process is, and this is for those that have never done it, and I've never done it, believe it or not. So for some people like my wife, she says it was no big deal, but I guess it all depends if you're claustrophobic, and it also depends where your injury is. If your injury is anywhere from your waist up, you're going to be you're going to be covered in this capsule, and you're only going to have about 4 inches all around you from your head all the way down to you can barely feel, you can feel your fingers, but your fingers are still in this capsule. Basically from your knees down is they can see you at that point. The machine's that big. So they were explaining to me that if my injury happened to be on my foot or my knee or something, it would have been much easier, because therefore I wouldn't have to had to put my whole entire head in the machine and all that. I don't know why they couldn't, just because my head's here and my shoulder's here, so that's hence the reason why I had a not so good experience with the MRI. So basically you check in, ring the doorbell, they come. This is right behind that door is where the MRI machine is, the magnetic resonance imaging machine is, right? So you take your valuables and you put it in this locker room. You take your belt, if you're wearing a belt, or ladies with your pocketbooks, put it in this little closet. They have the key, and they take the key with you to the next room so nobody can get into that and take your valuables, like your cell phone, your keys, so on and so forth, your glasses, everything's got to come off. Your clothes stay on as long as there's nothing metal on them. And I was told the process is supposed to take 45 minutes to an hour. Thankfully, it only took about 25 minutes. I know I said 30, but now that I think about it, and I was under the impression that the whole entire time you can't move. Well, you can't move, right? The whole entire time you gotta stay still for a full 30 minutes, and that's not true, because they do sequences. throughout the whole 25-minute process. So you can breathe, you can like wiggle your toes, stretch your legs, or whatever's available to stretch, right? And you could talk to them too. They have a small audio back and forth, a two-way speaker. So it's kind of cool, built into the MRI machine somewhere. So basically, they're really quick about it. You take your sneakers off or whatever you're wearing. There's the gurney right there. You lay on it. They try to make you comfortable, but whatever part that they're trying to image, they're going to make sure that that's elevated. So in my case, my shoulder right there was going to get imaged, and they put this weird contraption all around, and then they put stuff over me. I don't know what it was, but like to strap me in from not moving. So that, I kind of understood that, you know, well, but it was weird because my shoulder was in place for a full 30 minutes. I couldn't move it. It hurt because of my injury. I know I damaged some tendons in there or something, but it really hurt after 30 minutes. And I know I'm jumping ahead, but so going back, so they're like, okay, you know, get in there, lay down, and they push a button and they say bye, and then you go in this machine and you go, what the freak? You're looking up at it and the whole thing just covers over you, right? It's crazy. And then in the meantime, you have headphones on, soft headphones, but that doesn't really what's the term I want to use, but anyways, that doesn't really stop the noise from happening. You can really hear it. It's clinking, it's clonking. If you like radio signals and different tones like I do, in the beginning it was kind of cool. So basically they finally get you in there, and then they talk to you and they go, ready, we're going to do a short 20-second one just to get the patient ready. That's not what they said, but that's what I say. You only get one 20-second one the whole 25 minutes, so enjoy it. So you can't move. You're holding on to this little rubber thing that you squeeze if there's emergency. This happens to be at Windham Hospital in Windham, Connecticut, or Willimantic, Connecticut. Windham Bacchus Hospital, I think they call it. So they say bye to you, and then you're just laying there, and basically I had my eyes closed the whole time. I'm an anxious person as it is, so I had to start doing some concentrate on breathing techniques, concentrating on my breath rather than I want to get the hell out of this stupid contraption, right? The first 5 minutes was okay, but the last 20 minutes or so was difficult for me. So basically, you know, your eyes are closed. Well, you can keep the eyes open. It's a white light in there. I've got my dog right there, and they're like, okay, great. Now we're gonna do a minute and a half, and then they don't even give it. They give you like 2 seconds to stretch your legs, like this, and that's about it. And the minute and a half takes forever. And as the process is going on, you're 15 minutes into it. It starts to bother me. I'm like starting to panic a little bit, thinking, I thought this was supposed to be easy. And then you got all these weird tones and even vibrations. Now I've been to many sound healings before with crystals, and this is way worse. Crystals is relaxing. This is the opposite. But you can feel the tones going through your body because they're trying to align the water, the molecules in the water cells, whatever you call it, align them, positives versus negatives, and then they create a picture all around it, the bones and all that structures in your body, muscles, ligaments, whatever. So 15 minutes into it, 16 minutes, 17 minutes into it, I'm like, oh my gosh, am I ever going to get out of this thing? And then towards the end, she's like, 3 more. And I'm like, thank God, 3 more. But each one was like 2 minutes and 40 seconds each. And then you get a little break, and I'm sweating. my face is starting to, like, my skin's starting to feel a little warm. And the only thing that got me through it is positive self-talk, like telling yourself you can do it, you can do it. Otherwise, I just want to, like, break out of that thing. It was crazy. And then I guess I definitely determined I am claustrophobic because I did not like that experience. And I told the ladies then at that point when they pulled me out that I'd rather get a cavity filled and see my dentist and get a cavity filled rather than do this crap. So, but like I said, other people like my wife, so on and so forth, I think it didn't bother them because they weren't fully, like my wife had her knee done. So, like I said, anything below your waist down to your toes, you're pretty much, you're safe that way because your head's out, you're not stuck in this machine. But I'm going to ask her again. But thanks for watching. Again, some tips: wear comfortable clothing, make sure you eat something before you go, but something light before you eat. You can't get up and go to the bathroom, you can't do anything. Bring some water with you. Take your last sips of water before you go in this machine. If you have to take a certain type of pill or medication to help you relax, do that. A sedative is the term I was looking for 10 minutes ago. Thank you very much. So it was something else. If you're claustrophobic, I would talk to your primary doctor first about this to figure out. I guess the only thing they can do is just give you a strong sedative to kind of put you out. My wife did not take anything, but she did say she did fall asleep. I'm like, how can you fall asleep during this whole MRI? It's so freaking loud and scary. And the whole time, it sounded like you were in a spaceship. I imagined that I was like in a spaceship at Walt Disney World taking off with Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse and Pluto, right? You know? But that got old. Then I was thinking about other happy things. It's not easy. So, okay. Oh, where's Zeusy, big boy? There you are. So, gonna get going. Thanks, guys, for watching. And thumbs up.